Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
At several different kinds. I'm looking at the Burns automatic and the Hager automatic, and I wanted to find out how those function. When the door is pushed open, if the items are mounted correctly, it will automatically grab to the floor, stop, and hold. Is that correct? It's magnetic?
Maybe. What item are we looking at?
534-612.
534 and a 612. Okay. 534, 612. So, okay. It's not magnetic at all. The Burns or Hager or Ives, Trimco, Rockwood, Hiawatha, that is a heavy roller and a very large spring. So it's a roller that will, when the door is pushed over the floor strike, that roller is going to hit that lip, be forced up via the spring, and then back down.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a residential application?
No, it's not.
Okay. So a very robust piece of equipment that you could count on lasting decades.
Okay. It's actually for doors in a church. It's two large interior doors with which we need to be able to prop open. They're wooden doors, and it's on a tile floor. And so I'm just looking at the different options. I was also looking at the Deltana MDH35, which is a magnetic door holder and stop. But I wasn't sure if it would actually be strong enough to keep those doors open, which have spring hinges wanting to close them.
No, it never will. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, the magnetic stuff is for like fitting rooms, for like residential applications. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then what about the Hager, the 258F design? Is that entirely manual? I see that there's the clip that attaches to the door. Do you have to reach down and undo the clip and put it on top of the stop?
Unless you've got a real deft ankle, then you can use your foot. But yes, it's completely manual. You have to reach down every time. You got to reach down every time.
Okay, both to close and to open.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're obviously going to see people using their foot to get it open. But yes, yes.
Okay, so it looks like other than the hook and eye, the options are really the automatic and then the manual, right? That's what you have, because none of the magnetic ones would be strong enough.
I would agree with the latter. Regarding how to hold a door open, assuming that we're talking about non-fire rated doors, you could use these types that have the spring and the roller. They're great. They're heavy duty. You could use a kick-down style door holder as well, like you'd see on the front of many businesses.
We have that, and it does not work.
They don't. They're not. They're yeah. Do they slip? Is that what it is? Yeah. So.
So we're looking for another option.
Yeah. The Burns option would be phenomenal. You know, the automatic is nice. Now, the downside of the automatic, and that's why I asked if it was residential, is it makes an audible sound. You're going to hear it as the roller encounters the strike in both open and closing cycles.
Okay.
So I installed one of those in a residential application, and it worked superbly, but there was some sound to it. Yeah, you could hear it, and if it's a wood floor, you can hear it.
Okay. All right. Now, between the different manufacturers, I see that several of them make a similar style. Is there any advantage of one over another?
Yes, there is. The advantage one over the other is purely cost, because they're all coming out of the same Asian factory. You're going to want anything by Rockwood, and if you will, I will give you a part number. DCI is actually the one. DCI is what you want.
Okay.
DCI is great because, okay, DCI. Okay. So here's a part number, 3468X as in X-ray.
Okay, and it's DCI first.
No, just 3468X.
Okay.
Now, when that product comes up, you want to click on any of them because the only difference is the finish. You're going to want to click on any of them and get to the product information on the right side. That will show you the 4 variants of the item. And the only difference is the undercut that you're working with because the height of the strike needs to be it needs to be coordinated with how much room there is from the bottom of the door to the floor.
Yeah, I see that 9/16 to 1 1/16 on this particular one. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can get a measurement on that. Now, this particular manufacturer, all of their strikes would have the same clearance. Is that correct?
No. The reason they have, and that's where the product information page comes in, there are 4 heights of that strike, and the part number changes every time.
Okay. Okay. So I can check that out and see which one will work. Okay.
Burns is excellent. They're all good. I like Hager less for empirical and personal reasons. It is overpriced. You're paying for the name. DCI and Burns are both old school hardware companies. The guy that you talk to is the owner, and his granddad started the business. Rockwood is exceptional, but they're all variations on a theme, is the bottom line.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
That's, you know what, that's actually not, there's more to it, but there's more, I would say more, but it's just not necessary for the context of our conversation. DCI would be a great option, as would Burns, as would Rockwood, as would, they would all be good.
Right.
I like DCI. I like Rockwood.
Yeah.
I like Burns.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your help. I appreciate it.
My name is Richard. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program.